Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the dark side of football. We're talking about the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night. The things they don't want you to know. Football is more than just a game. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry with a rich, complex, and sometimes brutal history. And with that much money and passion swirling around, you know there are going to be some dark corners. Stay tuned because number one will blow your mind. We're kicking things off with a phenomenon that's been giving players and fans the chills for decades. The curse of the number 9. It's like a dark cloud follows these guys. Some of the most talented players in history have worn the number 9 jersey, only to be struck down by terrible injuries or strange misfortunes. We're talking career-ending injuries, freak accidents, even strange illnesses. And it's not just one team or one league. This curse seems to follow the number 9 wherever it goes. It makes you wonder, is there something to this whole curse thing? Or is it just our brains trying to find patterns in the chaos? Either way, it's enough to give anyone the chills. Next up, we're heading into the heart of darkness, folks. We're talking about haunted stadiums. These are places where history comes alive, where the echoes of past glories and crushing defeats linger in the air. But some say it's more than just echoes. We're talking about cold spots, strange noises, shadowy figures appearing in the stands. Some people even claim to have seen full-on apparitions of former players, still roaming the sidelines long after their time on Earth. This next chapter is for all you true crime junkies out there. We're diving into the world of missing football players. We're talking about guys who vanished without a trace, leaving behind nothing but questions and wild theories. Did they just walk away from it all? Were they victims of foul play, or is there something even stranger at play? Chapter 4, Voodoo on the Field. We're talking about voodoo in football. Football is a game of inches, and when the stakes are this high, some players are willing to try anything for an edge, even if it means dabbling in the dark arts. We're talking about rituals, curses, and even the use of charms and amulets. Is it all just superstition, or is there something more to these ancient practices? Chapter 5, Match Fixing, the Dirty Secret. We're talking about match fixing. This isn't just some conspiracy theory. This is the dark underbelly of the sport, where greed and corruption threaten to taint the integrity of the game. We're talking about players, coaches, even referees throwing games for money, for power, for who knows what. And the worst part is, this isn't just a problem in some far-off country. This is happening everywhere, even in the biggest leagues in the world. Chapter 6, When the Game Turns Deadly. We're talking about the most tragic aspect of football fatal injuries on the field. These are the moments that remind us that this game, as much as we love it, can be incredibly dangerous. We're talking about players colliding at full speed, suffering horrific injuries that leave them permanently disabled or worse. It's a sobering reminder of the risks these athletes take every time they step onto the field. In this chapter, we're stepping into the world of pre-game rituals and superstitions. Football players are some of the most superstitious people on the planet. We're talking about guys who wear the same socks for every game, who refuse to step on the sideline chalk, who have elaborate pre-game routines that would make a shaman blush. Next up, we're tackling a topic that's been plaguing sports for decades: doping. This is the dark side of performance enhancement, where athletes are willing to risk their health and their careers for a competitive edge. Doping scandals have rocked the world of football, shattering the image of our heroes and leaving a stain on the sport that's hard to erase. Chapter 9, Fan Frenzy, When Passion Turns Violent. We're talking about fan violence. It's a global phenomenon fueled by tribalism, alcohol, and a dangerous mix of passion and aggression. It's a reminder that the line between passion and violence can be thin, and sometimes the consequences can be deadly. Chapter 10, The Silent Struggle, Mental Health in Football. We're tackling a topic that's often overlooked but incredibly important: mental health in football. The pressure, the constant scrutiny, the physical and emotional toll of the game can take a serious toll. It's a silent struggle that many players face, and it's time we start talking about it openly and honestly. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. We just dove deep into the dark side of football, explored the shadows behind the bright lights and the roar of the crowd. But remember, for all its darkness, football is still a beautiful game that brings people together and inspires us. Stay curious, my friends.